I'm gonna start and add a loop, which is pretty much the same thing as a folder. June's was used to Sky Slope back in the day. A loop, just consider it a folder.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and do that first. You should be able to see my screen. Can you guys?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll see here where it says add loop.
Yep.
And you're going to put in the address that you're going to be listing. As you see, it pops up.
Mhm.
Templates, you can add these if you want. I always just leave it blank and I go in and fill it after after I'm into the loop. So I hit continue. You can put a photo of your property if you want. I used to do that. I've kind of got away from it now. And then as you see, it says creating loop. So this is my address type. We'll do a listing for sale. We'll do pre-listing. You'll see all the different right here as you can label them. Obviously, once it goes active, you'll put active, under contract, sold, terminated, whatever happens with the listing.
Okay.
And then as a price.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it happens. So the loop is now created. There's nothing in it at this point, as you can see. Emails, obviously, if you want to attach files and email it to yourself. Browse is where you go to look for files off your hard drive, off your computer. Template is where you're going to find all of our documents. So you can click on any of these, or you can click on add document or add folder to make a new folder. At this point, we just have the one folder. So to find our documents, actually, let's go ahead and just do view details first up here. If you can see up by the address, you got view details. So that's going to open up another window, show everyone involved. At this point, it just says admin. You're going to go to add person.
Why would we need to add a person if it's just?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the reason I do add person is because once you have these added in with all the information, and then you go and pull up all your documents, it will autofill some of the documents with their names.
Oh.
Yeah, if you don't add any people to any of this part, then you'll just have to add it all on yourself, which obviously it's not that hard, but it's just slightly time consuming.
Okay.
So I'm only going to add myself here. As you saw, really all you need, if you want to add a cell phone in, you can. Most of the time I do these, I just put my name or my client's name in their email. You have to have an email address to be able to send them electronic signatures. So yeah, make sure if you have a buyer or a seller, whoever it is, and it's a husband and wife at least, they both need separate emails too.
Well, what if they only have one email? I do have somebody right now that just has one email.
So what I always do is tell them to go into Yahoo or Gmail and create a second one for whichever spouse.
Okay.
And if they have trouble doing it, I've created it myself for the client, or I just go to their house and have them sign it. But sometimes people live 30 minutes to an hour away.
Okay.
So once you have as much information as you want to enter in here, done, you hit save. Like I said, you at least need the name and email. Once that is in there, sometimes you'll see that the property address will generate down here on this lower part. If it doesn't, go ahead and enter it yourself again. As you see, did not put it in all the way.
Is it just the two of us on here?
Yeah, just the two of us. I was telling Teresa had reached out, and I told Teresa, I'm like, listen, if you have got it down to the point of entering properties and signatures and all that, that's pretty much what we're going over at this point. Just kind of the basics of doing this. I was hoping some of the newer agents would be on too, but they all had to work. So at this point, you'll see I have the property address in here. You can add as much information as you want. I don't add all this in on this section. I add it actually in the documents. So you can put purchase prices, anything you want in here. I tend to leave this blank. Anything you enter here will be entered into the documents when you do autofill. So kind of up to you if you want to save time. So at this point, I show listing for sale, pre-listing, address. June, if it was you typing it up, you would be here where it says admin. Lynn, you'd also be here if it was you typing it up.
Okay.
Then I'm here as the client. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to back out. So now I'm on the main loop here where you see my address right here. We entered all those details into view details. So now I'm going to find the documents we need for a listing. You didn't see that? I clicked on templates.
Yep.
Go to listing documents. And then we do have a new updated listing agreement here, but for some reason that has not updated to the point where you can fill in the blanks. So for this training, I'm just going to use our old one. So as you know, you want to do a broker's disclosure for any kind of listings or buyers.
Is the other previous listing agreement still valid? Because I already have one signed, but not dated.
You can use whichever one you have to at this point, because this one you can't fill in the blanks on a computer.
Yeah.
So you have to print it out and do it, and not everyone has a printer at home. I know my printer works half the time. So if I'm at the office, it's not a problem, but at home, my printer works half the time. Seems like the Wi-Fi printers don't work that great. So you'll pick out the documents you want to add. June, also with us, you can offer people HSA warranties if you want. You don't have to offer every deal. You don't have to put they refused it. If you want to offer it, offer it. If you don't, you don't have to.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So marketing options. Obviously, I always say this profile residential single form here is, if you're a newer agent, it's kind of an easy way to have all the information in front of you. I'll go ahead and click on it, but you guys know that document, just pretty much you're inputting information and then you're inputting it back into Maris. So you don't have to have it with your files if you don't want to have it. I would have a septic. I would be showing, and I think you already did the listing. So you can also, if you're looking for a certain document, you can go up to the search bar right here, hit the search, then it'll pull up any kind of document you're listing.
Okay.
For some reason, our listing agreements already.
Where's the listing amendment? I'm going to need one of those.
Listing amendment is listing contract amendment right there.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
So that should put everything over.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So when you do that, you'll see the little cross come up. You can move in your documents in any order you want to move them in.
Okay.
If I want to move that down here, because really not a whole lot to do on that doc, you can move them anywhere you want. You can select one at a time. You can select them all. Once the docs are all completed, you can go to download and download them as a PDF. So something to remember, you cannot delete documents from this. You can only archive them. So anything you upload, anything you have, you just archive, but it will always be there for people to see.
So is this where you, if it had been the right listing agreement to fill out, this is where you can fill it out? It's from this part?
Correct.
Because I've just been going to the forms on this and trying to fill it out. Once I pull up the form, it won't let me fill it out from the forms deal.
Gotcha.
Because I haven't put it into a loop, I guess.
Yes, because you have not put it into a loop.
Okay.
So I actually thought you had it down pretty good, Lynn, because most of your files look pretty good. So
you know, I do use DocuSign still, and I do have to go to US Forms. Some Forms R Us too.
Gotcha.
I can't fill them out on this thing because I didn't know how to do it.
Ah, okay.
Oh, good. I don't feel so bad.
I do workarounds. I limp around on this thing.
Yeah, I gotcha. So now that I have all the documents I want in here to list my property. Now, if you're doing a buyer, it's going to be the exact same process. You're going to go into templates and you're going to go to buyer offer documents, and all the documents are here for your buyers that you're going to need. Let's say you look on here and you're like, hey man, for some reason I'm missing a certain document. There is a chance, there's always a possibility we're missing something. So if you find that happening, go down to Hero Realty master folder. I think you guys have access to this. I'm pretty sure you do. If you don't, and you cannot find a document, always let myself know, Patrick or Ali, and we'll get the document to you.
Can you do me a favor? Go back
Yeah.
to the buyer thing and pull and incorporate a sales contract if you can, if that's okay.
Yeah.
And then I want to see, so then I want to see it get in there, and I want to see you open it up
Okay.
and pretend you're filling it out. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. So are you guys, and I'm recording this also, so I'll be able to share it with everyone. So are you guys good to this point that you think you could, creating a loop's really easy. Like I said, it's just like a folder. Adding people, you go to view details. To get all your documents, you go to templates. Now, obviously, if you are submitting an offer for a buyer, you're going to have a seller's disclosure in lead-based paint from the actual Maris listing. So you're going to be downloading it to your hard drive, and then you're going to upload it to this folder or this loop. So to find a file that you have downloaded, like I said, hit browse and then find it. You can only upload PDFs. So make sure it's a PDF.
Mhm.
So this is something me and June's already been going through. So I'll just click on this just so you can see how it uploads. And then there it is.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and remove this document because we don't need it. So just archive, then it's gone. Now you can go anytime and still find archive stuff. See, show archive, and we can find anything that's ever been archived, because once you actually get done with a contract and you've closed, it's been sold, you'll archive the whole loop. So it'll disappear from the screen. Otherwise, we just have too much stuff going on. So after you have all the documents in that you want, I always click the arrow I just clicked right there and highlight every single document. So I just go through them all at once and complete all of it at once instead of one at a time. So I hit open.
Oh.
It should autofill majority of this. But also, I didn't have a buyer in, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put myself as a buyer again, so it should show up on both sides. So here's where you can, if you have added someone as a person, Lynn, you will see that you can pull them up on this little tab and insert them wherever they need to go. So
okay.
Buyer's agent, for this one, obviously it's just going to be Hero Realty. Listing agent, I'll put Hero Realty. Broker, you would put our company or yourself in some of these spots. Title, I never insert anything there.
Yeah.
Then the address is there and everything. And like I said, if you would have added some details on the other page, those would show up here, some of this, but I didn't add it. So autofill.
Oh, okay.
So this is the sales contract you were asking about. So what makes this nice, it's just all pretty much fill in the blank. And you click on the space, pick the date. Always make sure that when you're doing it autofills, make sure everything's correct. Sometimes it will make errors.
Where is it pulling this from? If that municipality was different or was an unincorporated or any of that, does it pull it from?
It's coming from what you enter.
Okay.
So whatever you enter is what's going to show up. So like if you're entering a listing or a buyer's a residential contract like this, just make sure to go into taxes and make sure that it's St. Charles and not St. Charles County or whatever. You know how St. Louis County, it seems like there's so many munis. They run all over each other. So on this document, you see address, buyer, seller, whoever you want, the buyer on this one, obviously. Location. Here's where you put the property. You guys know that. And you see it says edit text. So and obviously you'd put all kitchen appliances and include refrigerator or whatever you want to put here, but that's just an example. Sales price. Earnest money. And then however you're going to have it delivered, I always put to be delivered. I pretty much never touch the earnest money anymore. I have all my clients delivered to the title company.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's, okay. I just want to make sure you were able to fill it out from there. I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
Now I understand.
Yeah, that's no problem. So because I put myself as a buyer on this, it automatically filled in down here the initials for me to initial here.
Yep.
So when I do share this at the end, it'll just tell me to put initials in. So for you guys, you see over here, it says seller and it's not filled in with any names at all. So what I'll do is click seller, click whatever blank you want here, go up to this tab, and you see it says it's assigned to no sellers at this point. And you can pick out, if you've put someone in the person tab or people tab, you can pick out who you want here. Okay. So I put myself into it, so I can click on myself. If you put Joe Schmo, you can click on that guy, whatever you put there. So we will just scroll down. You guys know how to fill out the contract. You would just fill in these blanks as needed. Fill in different riders.
Except for line 69, you definitely have to check that. Because I honestly have never really checked that before. It's never been caught.
Yeah, you know, it's bound to happen. No one's perfect. No one's going to hit every little blank. And yeah, just make sure to, I always complete it all, then I can even look it over again before I even send it. And things happen. You can fill out these things forever and you're still going to miss something sometimes.
But I mean, even when I was with CBG, I never really clicked that line and they never called it out on me, which they're usually strict. So I don't know.
We know how that is.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, make sure to put in the documents whatever numbers you want, or like inspections here for the newer agents.
Yeah.
You should almost always fill in the blanks if you can. But if you don't, some of these blanks will say 10 days if not stated, or say 5 days or whatever it says there. That's going to be the days that it's going to be unless you fill it in. Always put down a home warranty. Do they want a home warranty or do they not? Who's paying for it? Insurance, inspections. You guys know this, inspections right now, people are waiving them. People are doing all kinds of stuff. I would never recommend waiving inspections for any clients. I think that's horrible. You might say we're going to have inspections for informational purposes and we're not going to ask for repairs. But if you waive this whole section, you are stuck and you cannot get out at the inspection period. So I still have inspections. And if something big came out, my client can get out. So it's my opinion. Let's see, stuff to fill in here. Special agreements, when you click on this, it will come up, edit text. So you can type in whatever you want here. Obviously, seller's disclosure information. Was there a seller's disclosure? Are they going to provide one within a few days, or is it actually attached? Type of agent, designate it. Compensation, we don't ask for any kind of fees from the buyers. Like some of the, Lynn, you know, from Cola Banker, they probably had $3.95 a deal, and Berkshire Hathaway did too. We don't do that. So for the most part, it's just going to be sellers paying commissions. And then you guys are going to fill in this section. And remember again, where it says signature, just go find the person, add them. That easy. And then like buyer's name, just click on the blank, add it in. So not all documents are going to have these blanks to just fill in. Some you're going to have to make your own blocks and fill them in. So I'll show you how to do that. Let's see here. Okay. Do you guys both know how to do a listing agreement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll be fill in the blank also. You'll have your date, location. I tend to put the commission agreement right here in this block. If you guys ever want to do that, I'll put, you know, 5,000 in commission to be paid by listing brokerage or something, whatever you want to put here. Or you can scratch it off and put a percentage there and everyone initial if you want, however you want to work it. The new listing agreement will not have this BHHS right here. This will be gone. So as far as warranties, go right here. You guys know that. You'll put your information right here as the agent. If you have anyone else you work with, I think you guys might, I think you work with Kim once in a while. So,
I do.
and then put your information right here. This one's still all fill in the blanks. So it makes it really easy when you can just do that. You just pick out who you want to sign, do that. And then you can also, you can sign yourself when you're filling in some of these blanks. So as you'll see, I put down here a realty admin. So I can click sign now and I can sign it myself. Last night, June, when I was helping you a lot, I changed it to your name. And I was just signing everything. Like you said, go ahead and do it. So I was just taking care of it for you.
Can't thank you enough, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's not a problem. But yeah, you can go ahead and sign it yourself, lots of these documents. But if you sign it, once you sign this, if you go back and add anything to these blanks, it will erase your signature and you'll have to re-sign it. Okay. So make sure to have everything completed before you send it off to sign with your clients.
Do all of these go to you or Allie first, and then we send them to our clients, or we send them to our clients first, and you guys just see the final one?
Well, if you want, since you're kind of new to this, if you want to complete your documents, like you're doing a listing and you're like, hey, I think I have it right, just go ahead and send it to one of us first, and we'll just kind of proof it and just make sure everything looks like it's there and it's correct. But after you get it down pretty good to where you don't have to worry about it, you'll just send it off to your clients and share it, and it all pretty much auto-populate into the program there, and you'll see all that. You'll actually get an email saying it shows that they all signed. So anytime we send stuff off to clients, your email will pop up with every document signed. And you'll see it all. So the fill in the blank ones are really easy and don't take much time because all you got to do is find the name. If you entered someone into the people little tab, they will appear right here, and it'll make it really easy on you. So let's see if we can find the document where you got to actually do your own blanks. Okay, here's one. So on this one, you see you can't fill in any blanks here. You can't just type in your name. You can't just do signatures. So you got to have this tab up here where it says file. And you have all the common stuff here. And you go to add. So like this blank line number 14 says signature. So you're going to hit add. You're going to hit signature. You're going to drag it down. And then it's going to be fill in the blank again. Pretty much you're going to find out who you want in that blank.
Cool.
So I put myself. Then for where it says print your name. Most obviously my name's short. If it's a little longer, you're gonna have to drag it out just so it fits. Same thing. If you have a second person needs to sign, drag it down. And the same thing. I'll just show you like if you're doing date, you put whatever date you want. Makes it really easy.
Yeah. Can you go, when you're done there, can you go back to that last page of the listing?
Yeah, no problem.
Not that one.
The listing agreement or the contract?
No, the listing agreement. Scroll down to page 2 or 3, I think it is. 3.
Yep.
So right underneath here where it says new, you have boxes underneath electronic communication. You need to check all of those, right?
Yeah, I check all those, and usually in other, I put any documents needed or something like that.
Oh yeah, all right. I think I have that verbiage. So you have to use the radio dial on that.
You have to use what?
There's a little click thing that says you put a check in the box, right?
Yeah. So.
Oh, you can just check it. Oh, yep. Okay, great. Okay, good.
So these documents luckily are all fill in the blank, which makes it really easy. Some of the other ones you have to just drag and drop and do your own blanks. So like these ones, you just have to do it yourself. Let's see. Then obviously lead-based paint. When it comes time, you're going to put the date in there. You're going to put the property in there. You can do text, name, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter as long as you can type in it. So let's see, you're going to do your initials. See the initials blank. So who do I want to put there? I want to assign a field, assign to that. As far as checking boxes, add checkbox. So just most of the time you're going to wave it. So you put that right in there. It's really easy. You just pretty much drag and click.
Oh, add checkbox. Okay.
So,
So
go
in
ahead.
your number 25 through 27 there, where you put your initials,
Yeah.
you have two people. Do they have to put two initials on each line? Or can they just do that one big box like that for each one?
So I've got to the point, and I don't know if it was a Berkshire Hathaway thing or what, but I only do the one line now. I don't do all of them because what I always heard from MREC is from any of our training, you only check the boxes that you actually did.
Right.
So honestly, I don't provide people with copies of all the information. I don't give them pamphlets. I mean, if you're giving it to them, that's great. Go ahead and check the box. But if you're not, just check the one box and put down that they waived the opportunity here. Most people aren't going to have a lead-based paint inspection. Last I heard, they were about $1,000 a piece. So,
right.
Yeah, I only do the one box now. I don't do all of it. And usually, if it's a newer home, I don't even do this form at all. So, I've had numerous agents. I'm guessing Lynn probably doesn't include this with any of her new builds.
No.
But I do have some agents who are with COA, Banker, Berkshire Hathaway, and they're like, I need these documents. And I'm like, well, I don't, but I will do it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, send it over to me and I'll do it for you. But obviously every company's different. But you don't need this document anymore if it's a newer home. So
yeah, well, CBG got away with the form too. They're not supposed to require it anymore either unless the home is older.
Yeah.
1978.
It's just more work for you. So why not just cut it down? So as you see, add signature, just drag it down, assign field. And if it's you, you can automatically sign it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It is.
I know, just take a little bit of playing with it and you'll figure it out. It's more time consuming than anything. Most of the documents, you can either click and fill in the blank or just drag it down and you just make your own signature boxes. Like this one, just assign it to yourself and sign now. So, are there any other questions you guys have? Like I said, this was going to be basic of just getting the documents. I'm going to show you how to share real quick too. But while we have these open, I just want to make sure that there's no questions you guys have on these documents, because I'm not going through all the documents. I'm just showing you how to fill them in and everything.
Okay.
Lynn, is there anything you can think of?
You're asking me?
Yeah. Is there anything you want me to?
Yeah, no, just that once I hit save and share, then it automatically goes to the admin for a signature if we need it on a listing or buyer agency or something like that. So
once you hit save and share, yeah, if you have put us in the spot on the listing agreement on this one, if you have put us here and you have put us down as one of the people and you save and share, it will go to your clients to sign and it will go to us to sign. At least it should.
Okay.
So since we have some of the documents already filled in, I'll go ahead and hit save and share and you'll see what it shows up.
Well, that has to be signed by you guys, the brokers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just confirming.
Yep. I was just saying, because sometimes people might just fill these out first and have all their clients sign it and everything else, and then go back and send it to us. So,
well, that's how I do it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it. So whenever you do save and share, this is what you will see. You will see the documents you are sharing, and you will see who you are sharing it with. And you will see how many blanks I have to fill in. 24 blanks. It's either initials, signatures, or something. Right here is where I got to take care of. You can leave them a little message for your client.
Oh, this is what they see.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, this is what you send. When you hit share and send, this box pops up.
Okay.
So, and this is just telling you everyone you're sending it to and what documents you're sending them and how many spots that need to be filled out.
Okay.
So you can add people, you can change exactly everything they can do. I don't really ever mess with this much because I don't want a client going in and editing any of these documents. I just want them to sign it. So once you do that, you just hit share. And then it will come to, you just let your clients know at that point, hey, I've sent all the documents for you to sign. I'm not sure how long it takes. So as you see, it's already popped up in my email. So it's pretty quick. This is what it looks like when it comes to them. And you go to view all documents. Just so you know what it looks like for your clients.
Yeah.
I don't do it much, but might be good to know how it looks when it comes over. So this is what they're going to do. They're going to hit start signing. And they're just going to click on it, and they can do this however they want to line this up with their name. And it just pops right through it. I mean, it's quick and easy for them. I mean,
Unless they want to sit there.
Yeah. So like last night, I think when you were having your client sign, I don't know if you got any of the emails or not, or if I just got them all, or how that was working. I don't remember now.
You got them all. I saw nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, when they signed, it was like boom, 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 and they all came in really quick. So once it does come back, once they have signed everything, when you go back to this main loop here, your main screen where you have all your documents, you see how it says waiting on others? You see how this says waiting on others? Once it's all signed, it'll be like this. It'll just say signed.
Okay.
So you'll know it's completely finished.
Okay.
So once that is done, at that point, all your documents are signed. You decide which documents you want to send to the other agent, to the lender, to the title company. You want to send them all, go ahead. I would not recommend sending them all. Most of the time it's going to be, your contract. I didn't put an appraisal in here, but let's just say this is for a buyer. We're just going to do the residential sales contract at this point. So you only want to send one document, just an example. Go up to download. And then it pulls the document up, almost looks like as if you're printing it or something. Then you go to, on my screen, obviously this is how it looks. I go to save as, name it whatever you want. And then it's saved. So then you would go to your email, you would upload that in your email as an attachment and send it to whoever you want to send it to.
Yeah.
So if we have everything handwritten, how would we get this onto this system?
If you have everything handwritten, you will need a scanner.
Okay.
And you will scan it to your hard drive, obviously, and you'll be saving it as some type of file, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once you save it to your hard drive, you just have to go in and find it,
Mm-hmm.
and then just upload it. You might just upload like the whole packet, but you can do the procedure is kind of the same. You'll start off making a loop with the address. You'll have maybe you have all the documents at home. I don't know. I don't keep them. Maybe you'll just go in here. You'll pick the documents out you need, and then you'll print them out, take them home, have them signed, whatever, then scan them, and then upload them to the loop. And they're right here in front of you. So
We upload them as a full folder, or do we do them separately so they come out in a line like this?
Oh, well.
no, I just say you just do it separately. But if you were to scan it, you should be able to scan it to where like 13 documents can be one PDF.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, just either, if you can't, do them separately, I guess, because a folder's not going to, it has
No,
to
I was
be
just wondering if it needed to go back out for your signature or something, and they're handwriting it, but you can electronically do it yourself. If we have to put them in here separately so that we can send them to you for signatures.
So
Yeah, I do that.
you're not going to be able to send it as an actual folder. It has to be a PDF. So you could have 13 documents in that one PDF, or you can have each page as a separate PDF. And then you're like, hey, all my clients have signed. I need the broker to sign. So we would just click on it, whatever document it was. This is a PDF from a closing. This actually might be one. No, this is someone else. So wherever you would need us to sign, you would just click on the document. There's no spots to fill in automatically. They're all, so you would do exactly what I showed you. Signatures.
Yep.
Go wherever you want. Put my name would already be on it because it would probably be your listing agreement or your buyer's agreement or something. And you would just pretty much put your sign here, signature, wherever you wanted it on the line, obviously of the listing agreement. And you're going to sign us to it. Then you're going to share it with me, and it's going to be just like normal.
Okay.
But yeah,
Didn't know if it all had to be handwritten and stay handwritten if you started that.
No, it's not. We're not sticklers like that. It's not a problem.
Okay.
But yeah,
all of my new construction contracts are handwritten.
Oh, I see all your new construction.
It's all handwritten because I don't have a new construction contract on any kind of line, on online or any way. We're very old fashioned.
Hey, well, whatever works, right?
Yeah, it works. It's worked for years. Why change it?
So guys, that's going to be it. Like I said, so it was going to be quick and it's pretty easy.
Thank you.
It's no problem. Do you guys have any questions? Like I said, it was going to be kind of basic. I don't know all the ins and outs of this either. We're still learning stuff every day, even though we've had it for like 2.5 years now. Sometimes other agents will have this program, dotloop, and they will want to share the loop with you. I do not like doing that because if you do it, I believe they can see everything that's in your loop.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
Yeah, so I never agree to that because I don't want them to see everything that's in my paperwork. So, yeah, but that's about it. If you guys have any other questions, we can check it out now, or just let us know. It's not a problem.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was really helpful. Now I get it.
Thanks, Dale.